Hi guys, today we're gonna go through and swatch my little Schmincke palette that's full of handmade watercolors. So they're from a bunch of gorgeous shops and I think you'll really love them. And the other thing I wanted to say is this palette has taken me several years to collect, and you know, I'm giving you a place to start with the colors and the shops that I enjoy, but you can go, you know, get any colors and collect a palette that makes you really happy. Okay, so I'll try and keep up here. The first one is from Rivervale. I really like her shop, and this was the first actually handmade watercolor shop that I tried, and I am still shopping with her. And this one is Porphyry Violet Ochre. Not sure if she still makes this, but I did find it in colors of the open range. I believe that. I'll link it below. Okay, so this next one is from a new shop to me. It's one of my favorite shops. It's Nibs Pens and Ink. So she was on Etsy, but she's actually moved to nuMonday, so you can just check all that info out on her site though. But this color is called Salacia. It's a gorgeous color. So this next one is also from her shop, and this is called Dawn. So this one's a little bit more of a golden tint, and the other one is a little bit more, it's got a bit more pink or red in it. And then this is from her shop as well. This is called Chantel, so it's more of a champagne gold. This next one is from a shop on Etsy called Watercolors by Olevra, something like that. It's called Peach. And the watercolors are a little bit cheaper, and it is reflected in the, you get a sort of a smaller pan and a little bit less watercolor, but they're still a really beautiful watercolor. Then this one here is just a handmade one that I made, and I have a little bit more about a video about that. This next one is called Chai, and it's from Nibs Pens and Inks as well. This is a new one to her shop, I think, and it's a really beautiful one. This next one is from Rivervale Watercolors, and it is called Pink Pipestone. So it's from the earth, it's a mineral watercolor, and it has some beautiful granules in the watercolor. So it's not actual granulation, but it's actual granules from the earth. I really, really love it. And then this one is a handmade one that I've made as well. It's called Caramel. So this one is a gold, and it came in this Schmincke palette. So last Christmas or the one before, they actually brought out a limited edition gold palette, and it was this palette. So it was actually quite good because I've always wanted one of these Schmincke tins, and they're quite expensive, and the palette I ended up getting for $25 or $30 with the 6 gold watercolors, so it was really nice. And then this is the champagne gold that was in this watercolor set as well. And then we have one of the first ones that I ever mixed into a palette from tubes. So this is, I think, just student grade watercolors from, I can't even remember, it was a few years ago. And then this is so I think they were from Michael's. This is a Nibs Pens and Inks. I have a whole video about this. It's Azalea. It's a beautiful hot pink color. I feel like I need miles of those. And then this one here is also from Nibs. It is called Sylvia. So it's a holographic watercolor. It's actually the reason that I found her shop. It's a really, really gorgeous color. So this is another Rivervale Watercolors color. This is Thulite. It's a really expensive pigment, so just this one half pan cost $20. I actually am really glad I got it. I think I treated myself for my birthday, and I think that, what's it called? Potter's Pink is what's replacing that, a cheaper sort of replacement. Then the next one is French Clay. I'm not sure, I think she only has Pink Pipestone in her shop now of those colours. Then this next one here is So this one is rose gold. It was also in the Schmincke palette. And then we have silver, which was in the Schmincke palette as well. I really love this silver of Schmincke. So you can use this as a pearlescent white if Daniel Smith's too expensive where you are. And you can mix this with other colors to make them shimmer colors. So this one is from Rivervale as well. It is Phantom Fire. So it's one of her shimmer colors. It's probably one of my favorites of her colors. I really, really love it. Then this next one is Phantom Fire. It's also from Rivervale. So again, gorgeous quality. I just don't use it as much. And then this last one is from Nibs as well. This is probably one of my favorites of hers as well. This is Katya. It's a really gorgeous, sort of a warmer silver. So here you can kind of see them all. I think that they're such beautiful colors. And at the beginning of the video, I've actually got a little clip there with the names on them. I think I forgot to put it in here, but if you go back to the beginning, you'll be able to see the names with them. So a couple of things that I wanted to just try out here and compare some colors. So this one here is Peaches from Nibs, and I also really love this color. So I think when I've run out of the other peach, I'll be replacing it with this one. But I did also swatch this next to the Turner one, which is on sale at Jerry's Artarama at the minute, and it seems a pretty close match. I think this one has a little bit more gold in it. So this is the Watercolors by Olevra Peach. So it's her version of peach. So I actually kind of thought they were a similar color, but they're pretty completely different there. One goes more towards a coral and one is more towards like an orange. But both of them also I love mixing with the azalea with the hot pink, and they create really beautiful colors. So I got these watercolors from Jerry's Artarama. They are the Turner Artist watercolors, and here I just kind of go through and compare them a little bit to the Daniel Smith one. So you can see here I put these in the pan. They're really gorgeous colors, and they are similar to the Daniel Smith one, so they are comparable. They are cheaper at the minute. They both say 15 mils though, and you can see there, like I've just squirted 1/2 pan out and it's almost half empty, versus when I use the Daniel Smith one, it's only like, it's more like 1/4 empty. So you seem to get sort of a comparable product. It just depends. The Daniel Smith one has a little bit more in it. You can fill up your half pans if you're thinking you're going to use it more. Or depending on like what your budget is at the time, you could possibly get some more colors if you choose the Turner ones. But I really like their interference line, and I really like their packaging as well. So they have other colors just in their regular line. I'm not sure, I haven't tried any of those, so I'm not sure how they compare to other watercolors. But the colors that I am squeezing out here were the Pearl Red, and then the Interference Copper, and then this one is the Grey Gold, which I really like. It's a black pigment mixed with gold, so it creates this really nice sort of shadowy color, or you can mix it with other colors to tone them down but give them a bit of shimmer. And then this one is Pale Wisteria, which is gorgeous as well. It's sort of more of a gouache because it's mixed with white, so you can use it and have a bit more opacity. or you can thin it down and make it a little bit more transparent. And then here is the Daniel Smith Interference Blue. So I'm just showing you here, with the last, the Turner ones, I had squeezed out about that much just onto another palette to try them. So there was not much gone. And then there was that much squeezed out, and then half pan, and almost half of the tube is gone, versus like here you can see there's still quite a fair amount of the Daniel Smith one left. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is swatch out this pearl red next to the Nibs peaches colour, and this is where I see they're fairly similar. So again, if one is easier for you to get, then they're fairly similar. And I really love them both. You can see here that the Nibs one has a little bit more gold in it, and honestly I can't recommend her shop enough. I really love it. But you can see also the Turner one there has that nice fizz in it as well, so they're both really comparable. And then I think that I just try the Interference Copper here next to the Phantom Fire from Rivervale, and again they are similar. I really like the Rivervale version of it, but again they're similar. And then I swatch out the Daniel Smith one as well there, so you can see. So here I'm swatching out the grey gold, and I'll show you sort of the shimmer in that in a minute, and then also the pale wisteria. I have a few really nice colours like this, like they have a fresh water, I think. So yeah, a few different colours that aren't in other colour ranges, which I really like when all the different companies do their own colours. More kind of signature to their colour range. And so I'm just going to swatch these as well for you. I don't have black paper, so I'm just swatching them on this toned Strathmore paper. Okay guys, so that is it from me for today, and I'll be back next week with another floral tutorial. And then I want to do a video for World Watercolor Month, so that's pretty exciting. That is this month, and there is a whole challenge. You can do a daily list of challenges, so you can go over and check that out. But I just wanted to do a video for that next week, and then I'm thinking of doing a couple of color building sort of series, a little series on color building. So I'll go through my favorite reds, why I choose them, because not always, you know, I've got the larger palette and sometimes I pull colors from that. So I just wanted you to see kind of why I do that and which colors I like to gravitate towards. So I have a really good lineup of videos coming up for you, and I will see you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.